Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Steve on the 90 day. And look what I found, brand new in Canary Wharf. Benches have changed colour. No electricity, just solar. And that, I think, is pretty cool. Today we're doing antiviral recipes. Basic stuff, nothing really hard or complicated. The first one will be colloidal silver. You know how to make colloidal copper, you make it the same way, except instead of copper you use silver. One warning, you've got to use your head. Too much colloidal silver will get rid of the probiotics in the intestine. Now you don't want that, because you're going to have to replace them. And it's not so easy to replace, no matter how many billion you put down there. If you can even do it. Yeah, I reckon you can. And the first antiviral will be yogurt. Again, not the yogurt with all the rapeseed oil or stuff like that. No. Proper yogurt. Now, to do this, you need yogurt, cinnamon, clove, and unpasteurised honey, or raw honey, whatever you want to call it. You have 1 teaspoon of cinnamon bark powder, with 1/4 teaspoon of clove, and a teaspoon of honey. Mix well, consume. The antiviral, antioxidant, bacterial cultures, plus the peroxide they make, and the propolis will negate any pathogens based on Russian studies. It can eliminate a virus in 8 hours. Not bad for a yogurt. There's something there for gelatin, but we'll go over that another time. Essential oils to keep on hand. It's not a complete list. It's a start. Thuja, cinnamon, thyme, clove, geranium, lemongrass, lemon, lavender, pine, balsam fir. That is just a few. You could add tea tree and lemongrass and geranium, and they've been shown to kill MRSA. Well, MRSA, if you haven't heard, is the new wonder killer bug in hospitals, and there's no chemical there's no chemical or no disinfectant that can kill it. Hey, we just found out 3 simple oils will do it. Tea tree, lemongrass and geranium. Right, we're going to do another 2. No more than that, because there's no need. They are neat, them benches. I can't get over them. I don't want one at home or to go to sleep. No, we've got thieves vinegar. I think we're going back to the place days. It is 8 to 10 different herbs to a glass jar, or blend them in a vinegar together with vinegar before adding them to a jar. This particular recipe protected 4 specific thieves from being infected with the Black Plague in Europe, while robbing the dead who had died of the virus or infections of the plague. Opponents will be teaspoon of clove, 1/2-inch strips of cinnamon bark, 3 or 4 sprigs of rosemary, 3 to 4 sprigs of thyme, 4 bay leaves, 3 or 4 sprigs of sage, a teaspoon of cardamom, and 2 to 3 sprigs of Mediterranean oregano. Now blend them in a blender. Add 12 ounces of vinegar. Choose whatever one you like, whether it's a red wine vinegar or cider vinegar. You might even want to use ACV. They might have had ACV at the time. Yeah, they would have. Right. Blend it relatively smooth. Set the contents in another glass bottle let it sit for 6 to 8 weeks. You'd have died of the plague by then. So the idea is just to prepare a little bit. You don't need 12 or 13 ounces. Get your calculator out and work out proportions, or use the same proportions with less vinegar, because it ain't a massive quantity, and just go for it. Now when it's all fused together, because that's what takes 6 to 8 weeks, reblend the strain and rebottle and date. Use 1 teaspoon 2 times a day. Properties are antiviral, antifungal, antibacterial, antimicrobial, and anti-aging. So you're resistant to death. Plague kills. This stops you dying, so you can age a bit better. It's only anti-aging to the extent that you don't die from the plague, which is pretty cool. Again, use common sense when you're doing all these, otherwise you're going to hide into nothing and you're not going to help anybody, not even yourself. Last one, soup and teas. Any herb you want to incorporate in soup, such as astragalus, olive leaf, wormwood. Be a bit cautious with wormwood, not too bad. It's a pretty strong herb. Juniper berry, now they're nice on their own. Cedar leaf, thuja. Thyme, sage, rosemary, bay leaf, powdered yarrow, black walnut husk. As a tea, you could add 1 or several of these herbs. For example, 1 tablespoon of wormwood with 1 tablespoon of black walnut and astragalus, 2 strips of elderberry, 2 tablespoons in a 2 or 3 pint pot distilled water, or RO, reverse osmosis, and bring everything to a boil for about 5 minutes and let it simmer. Drink as you like. For kids of 5 and under, pour in half a cup of water and the other half of the tea and dilute it. And yeah, that's it for today. Day 38. I shall speak again tomorrow, which is Friday, and it'll be from Leighton probably, because there's trains now, will be. Today there's train strikes, so I came straight in, no gym, no stopping in that exciting park, which I'm glad I did, because I've seen these fantastic benches. I presume you contact Canary Wharf if you want to buy one, because they got people here that do loads of stuff. Anyhow, speak soon. Bye.